Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're gonna talk about the teams that are dominant in Master Arena. Do remember that even though Latte and Espresso combo is very dominant in the meta, this doesn't mean that Espresso without Latte are in a bad spot. They do have many ways to win, but it depends on how you will adapt on their lineup because there are a lot of counter nowadays and we will discuss on how to adapt on it. As you can see, the meta is heading towards Cleave Team. A Cleave Team means it's a lineup that heavily invested on dealing AoE damage, and they wanted to finish the match as early as possible. In my opinion, I totally agree that how Arena works today really favors the Cleave Team. It's because you want to end the match before the times 2 damage timer comes in so that your enemy won't have a chance to win whenever they are at the disadvantaged state. In here, we have Latte Espresso, which is a very good combo in dealing huge AoE burst. Normally, they build Latte as full attack in order to fully utilize the damage. Because with Pomen buff, if you can't kill one of them on the first wave, this means you're gonna be bursted hard on the first and second wave. Normally, you will be wiped on second wave with that kind of team. Do note that Vampire won't work into killing Herb once they put 2 damage resist and 3 attack on Herb. With good HP substat, it's mostly enough to tank Vampire on first killed wave. Unless your Vampire crits, it might kill their Herb, but in the end, the one you need to kill is one of the trio, which is Espresso, Pomegranate, or Latte, because if you can't kill one of them, they will damage a lot from your team. Next, we will discuss the counter team to the Espresso Latte Pomegranate combo, which is putting Rye, because do remember that Herb and Pomegranate has high max HP. This means that Rye will target Espresso or Latte depending on their HP substat. You can also mix match this lineup by changing Herb or Pomegranate with Latte, but whichever you prefer, it will work to counter the Pomegranate, Latte, and Espresso lineup. Next, we will discuss on how to counter Rye Team. Normally, they just put Licorice just to counter Rye, so that Rye will waste her ultimate on Licorice. Do remember that this lineup fully utilized Latte's ultimate. Because you can't knock back summoned minions, you will be stuck on the circle for quite a while until you eliminate the minions. This means this is a good defense team, but since Pomegranate is very open to Vampire, that's the counter for this kind of lineup. And also, be aware that the AoE burst from this team is high as well, because you will be stuck on Latte's circle for quite a while, so the DOT will be huge. Ginger team is still relevant because you can still mix match to counter both teams just by changing Rye into Vampire or Vampire into Rye. This team works mostly as offense because if you put this lineup on defense, most of the time you will be targeted because you will have a hard time on hiding either your Ginger, Lily, or Vampire and Rye, which means that they can spot your defense whether it is a Ginger or a Vampire composition. The last lineup is the Vampire team. Do take note, you can mix match Herb into Pomegranate to maximize more damage, but since high burst is so dominant these days, you might want Herb to at least heal that huge burst you're receiving for your team. The only problem with this team is it's very open to Rye team. Since Vampire can attack Rye on ultimate, it's still RNG because they can still use Herb to counter your Vampire. It still depends on how the formation will went out after the vacuum, so do take note that it's still risky to use Vampire, but it's still effective to these days. So there you have it, the Season 2 Arena meta. I hope this guide will help you out and thank you for watching. See you on the next vid. Bye bye.